puffs is all it takes to end up in a trance-like state for up to an hour. The drug is called Kush, a potent mix of chemicals that mimics cannabis. In this smoke-filled room in a shanty town, young Sierra Leoneans have gathered to get their fix. Many are barely in their teens. At around 25 US cents a dose, it's a cheap and easy way to escape reality. Users can be identified by their extreme drowsiness and swaying movements. In the past few years, Kush has wreaked havoc on the lives of many young people in Sierra Leone, one of the poorest countries in the world.
They say I have to purge my body of this substance. Since I started smoking 5 years ago, my body is now addicted to this thing. I have to buy medication, but I don't have the ability to wean myself off it, so it's difficult for me.
Kadiatu started smoking Kush around 5 years ago. Now she resorts to sex work to pay for her addiction. Her body bears the scars of the violence she has suffered, roaming the streets to support her habit.
Man follow me for money before I buy the Kush. Then I get me a skill back.
I let men follow me so I can get money to buy Kush. I braid hair too, but I don't do much hair braiding. Sometimes I go to the street to prostitute myself for money so that I can get what I want.
Ibrahim Koroma is a social worker. He thinks Kush is one of the most pressing issues facing the young people he works with. He often visits the hideouts where smokers meet up. On this day, Ibrahim speaks to around 100 addicts about the dangers of Kush. There are no official statistics and no studies that have been done on this growing problem, so the real number of people affected remains unknown. But Ibrahim worries. He has seen what this drug can do.
Young people are dying. Young people are dying. We need a speedy and refocused strategy to see how young people are taken from this drug intake. But at the moment, it is quite alarming.
In the face of a mounting crisis, the country's only psychiatric hospital is overrun with addicts brought in by their loved ones, hoping to get them clean. According to psychiatry resident Jusu Matia, at least 60% of admissions are linked to Kush addiction, but in the absence of tests, the figure could likely be even higher.
What we see in the hospital can be likened to the tip of an iceberg, where only the severe cases are being brought. But if you go down to the communities, if you go down to the parks, you go down to the streets, you go down to the ghettos, you'll find much more, people using these substances and the impact that is being created on them than what we see here.
This hospital building is exclusively for patients going through withdrawal. These young men are locked into dormitories for 3 to 6 weeks. Some will need to be dosed up on antipsychotics. With NGOs offering financial support and staff training, patients are given psychotherapy as well as recreational classes to enjoy. These young people have come out the other side, swearing Kush is now behind them.
I would like to tell colleagues out there that this substance that we do take, that they do take, because I'm no longer part of them now, because I'm now a changed person. This substance that they do take, that we call Kush, is not something good for their health.
But in the face of a highly addictive drug, willpower is not always enough for those being discharged. As resources for follow-up support remain low, relapse rates remain high.